The YSL Puffer or the Nikki? Which one would you choose? Welcome back to a mommy review where I review all things for the love of. Today I'm checking out YSL Saint Laurent and I'll be looking at two different bags, looking at this or that. So let's go to YSL and check out what they have in store. Today, I think I'll be focusing on two popular bags that I've been seeing all over social media, including the YSL Puffer and also the Nikki. So I want to see these two bags up and personal and figure out which one I would prefer. So let's check it out. YSL Puffer versus the Nikki. So let's start off by checking out the website before looking at the actual bag. So the YSL Puffer, I'm going to compare the two medium size, which is currently the Puffer is $3,400.50 Canadian and it comes with a variety of different colors. I'm going to try to maybe check out a black or gray, which is I think the more classic colors that are a little bit more durable. I hope I will find them in the store. But it has the beautiful YSL monogram in the front and also a chain that is adjustable that can go over the shoulder and also maybe crossbody at the same time. It looks like a really beautiful bag, but I am worried it will blend in with my own puffer jacket. So let's see if that's the case when I head there. Next, I'm going to look out the Nikki, which is like the stressed tan leather. Is $3,320 Canadian for the medium size. So I'm going to compare the two medium sizes between the bags. I think this kind of vintage, wrinkled, stress leather is very interesting, and I think maybe it will stand being tossed around, and people who are not as gentle with their bags might be a good option. The price difference is around $130 Canadian, so for some people it might not be a big difference, or it might, for others, like it could necessarily make or break their decision when they're deciding between the two. But the Nikki also comes in a variety of colors, but I wouldn't say as many as the Puffer, but there are a few different types of Nikki, but I think I'm gonna look into the kind of like the stress wrinkled tan leather version and maybe the storm color. So let's see what they have in store. But I do like how the hardware for the Nikki with the YSL logo has a very similar tone to the bag, so it looks a little bit more minimalistic, doesn't look as much as like an advertisement for YSL, and I just think it looks pretty classy and not so much of a shouting at you with about this is a YSL bag kind of logo bag. So this is something that I'm gonna check out. Even going in, I'm just thinking I think I might prefer the Puffer just because I'm deeply influenced by some of the YouTubers that I've been watching, but let's see what happens when I go to the store. So let's head to the store and see what we can find. So here I headed right to the Puffers. Like I mentioned, I think I have this preconceived notion that I do love the Puffers because it just looks so comfortable and luxurious in the pictures, and the leather is just as soft when you go and look at it. This one is the black Puffer in the medium size and with the black kind of dark chain as well. Looks very edgy. I can see this being a good casual bag as well. And here is another color, like more of a tan color, but they had three sizes. So the small and the toy and the medium. I just want to show you difference between the sizes. They are quite significant. Now, all of the straps has a little bit of padded leather on the top, and there are no feet on the bottom. So I don't know how it's gonna wear over time. I think my preference is to have my luxury bags with feet because I'm just gonna be putting them on tables and chairs, so it'll be nice to have some protection for the bottom. You can see that there are 4 kind of holes on the top of the bag that allow the chain to come out, and you can play around the chain so that it becomes a shoulder bag or a crossbody. So I love how versatile that is. Especially from a mommy's point of view, I usually prefer crossbody, but it's nice to have the option to put it into a shoulder bag when I can. I can see my kids really loving this puffer because it's so fluffy and it seems so comfortable. And inside the zip pocket as well to put your personal items like your keys and your ID if you prefer to zip them up. And it looks a little bit slouchy, and that's just the design of the bag. And this is with like things stuffed inside, so like the tissue that they have in the store. So I'm just trying to imagine how it would look like if it didn't have it. So here the sales associate told me there's also another blue puffer, so I'm gonna go check that out as well later on. Here is the toy puffer. So cute though. So you can see on the inside there is a zipper and the inside pocket there. And this one is in the silver chain. Now, I've always debated about getting something black with silver because silver seems a little bit more casual than gold hardware. And it's been on my wish list for a while, so we'll see. But you can see that the chain is a little different on the top compared to the small and the medium. There's only 2 holes on the top, so you can't necessarily adjust it like the shoulder length and that option that you have with the small and also the medium size. It does have a magnetic closure, which I really love. Makes it easier for you to kind of clip the bag closed without it being an S-lock or a snap closure. So here, like I mentioned, I want to look at this beautiful blue, kind of electric blue color. I feel like it could be such a signature piece when you're adding it to your outfit. But I also know that black is a very classic and kind of glows with a lot of colors. I don't know if I will take the leap of faith and just kind of go outside my comfort zone to get a colored outside of black and tan. But I'd like to hear your opinion. If you were to get this puffer, would you go for a traditional color or would you maybe go for something more classic, I would say. I'm also worried about if I were to get any bags of black hardware, how it would how it would look if it scratches. I actually don't know how it would look, so I would like to know if anyone has a black hardware bag, what happens when you scratch it. Is it silver on the bottom? Is it gold? I'm not really sure. So that's the puffer. The next bag I want to look at is the YSL Nikki, and they had the storm color that I'm interested in, but I want to look out the black one. This one looks a little bit more of a garbage bag feel to me. I don't know why I had that feeling when I first looked at it, but look how roomy the bag is with all these pockets on the inside. But I'm still not in love with the black one. I knew when I went into the store that I want to check out the storm color, which is this one here. I was pretty excited when the sales associate showed me this bag because it's the color I was looking for. In the back, there's a back pocket also with a magnetic closure. So that's pretty handy for you to throw in items that, let's say, normally you want to have easy access to, will be used more frequently, including maybe your cell phone, or if you just want to throw in some loose receipts as well. You can see this one for the black bag comes with black hardware and black chain, and they all have a magnetic closure to it as well. I like how there's compartments built into this bag already compared to the puffer that just has this one big compartment with a zipper. And it just feels like this one just seems a little bit slouchy, but I guess it applies for the puffer as well. But I imagine if this bag is not filled as much, it might not look as good because it doesn't have much of a structure, I would say. But it does have this vintage wrinkle leather tone that will probably wear a little bit better, and you won't notice as much if you scratch it. And there are no feet on the bottom as well. So I put it side by side next to the blue puffer in a sec so you can see a difference between the leather. But you do have the option of changing the strap to a shoulder strap or a crossbody strap, just like the medium puffer. And here's the storm color that I looked at. I think the chain color goes really nicely with the rest of the bag, and it gives it a little bit of edge. I can see myself using it on a day-to-day basis. I think I get more cost per wear maybe from the Nikki, and the puffer looks a little bit more classy, I would say, that I might not necessarily use from day to day. I'm not really sure. I feel like I really need to test it out myself, but I do love how the Nikki has a magnetic closure at the back. But I'm also curious over time how the bag flap would wear, given that the chain is attached to the top flap of the bag, how it strings through like that. Definitely less structure for the Nikki, which I'm worried a little bit about the longevity of it, but I have seen people wear it in and about, and it looks gorgeous on them, and I feel like you will be less stressed about scratching it. And the magnetic closure is pretty strong, I would say. The green looks quite nice too. I'm kind of debating about that in the storm. So what do you guys think? Do you prefer the Nikki or the puffer? If you have a choice, and let's say even budget's not an issue, which one would you go for? Would you go for the YSL Nikki here, or would you go with the YSL Puffer? They're both super popular. I'd love to know if you would get the medium size or the small, or like which one you think will be a good investment bag, one that maybe lasts for more than a couple years. I really still can't decide. So here are the two medium bags side by side. I know that they are very, very different looking style bags, but at the same time they've been both used as a crossbody and a shoulder bag with a magnetic closure. What do you guys think? Is it more related to functionality, how you would use it, how you style your clothes perhaps? I would love to know. And as always, if you like the videos in this channel, please consider like, subscribe, and sharing. It would really help. Well, until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay safe, everyone.